Let's look at how the CSS framework infographic is put together. The circle around the 3 pillars is extremely important. It sets the enabling context for school safety. It says, education sector policies and plans aligned to national, subnational, and local disaster management plans. In this image, the blue triangle represents the disaster management sector with their traditional civil defense icon, and the building and book represent the education sector. The flag represents national level, the columned building the subnational level, and the adult and child reading represents the school or community level. So in other words, we're bringing together these 2 sectors, education and disaster management, at all levels. Then we zoom in to look at the evidence base at the heart of the framework. 2 things are important here: an understanding of both the education sector context and the risk environment. There are both quick and in-depth tools for education sector analysis and understanding policies, practices, programs, and stakeholders that are currently contributing to school safety. When it comes to a multi-hazard child-centered risk assessment, this should be assembled from both national and subnational levels. There are also tools to use at community and school levels to make this relevant and real. You can see that there are 3 pillars and that there is significant content in each one. For Pillar 1, safe learning facilities and safe access, the key actors are education and planning authorities, architects, engineers, builders, and school community members who make decisions about safe site selection, design, construction, and maintenance. The key areas of responsibility for Pillar 1 are safe site selection, building codes, performance standards, disaster resilient and green design, builder training, construction supervision, quality control, remodeling, retrofit, and water sanitation and hygiene. In the shared area sitting between Pillars 1 and 2 are building maintenance, non-structural mitigation, fire safety, and green school practices. For Pillar 2, school disaster management, the key actors are education sector administrators, leading at national and subnational education authorities, and local school communities, working in collaboration with their disaster management counterparts at each jurisdiction. At school level, staff, students, and parents are all involved in maintaining safe learning environments by assessing and reducing structural, non-structural, infrastructural, environmental, and social risks, and by developing response capacity and planning for educational continuity. The key areas of responsibility for Pillar 2 are assessment and planning, physical, environmental, and social protection, response skills and provisions, representative participatory school disaster management linked to school-based management, educational continuity planning, standard operating procedures, and contingency planning. In the shared area sitting between Pillars 2 and 3 are household disaster plan, family reunification plan, school drills, and learning without fear. For Pillar 3, risk reduction and resilience education, the key actors are education sector administrators, working in collaboration with their disaster management counterparts at national, subnational, and local school and community levels. At school level, staff, students, and parents are all involved. The key areas of responsibility for Pillar 3 are education for sustainable development, child-centered learning, formal curriculum integration and infusion, teacher training, and staff development. National evidence and consensus-based key messages, extracurricular and community-based informal education, conflict-sensitive education for diversity, acceptance, peace, and social cohesion. And sitting between Pillars 3 and 1 are structural safety education, construction as an educational opportunity, and finally, community engagement in construction. That's it in a nutshell. You can explore each of the 3 pillars in more detail.